what's this meeting about?
Well, like I said, I need your technical expertise, your authority.
Miller's the IT man in manufacturing, isn't he?
Peter Miller, yeah. He's still giving us a hard time over Phase 3. He won't accept our plans for including his division in the NAS program.
Well, why not? Everyone else is bought in.
He says it won't work.
Well, it's working everywhere else.
I've told him that. But coming from me, the project director, it's rubbish. I thought if he heard it from you, he might believe it.
Is he sceptical about digital?
Oh, he's sceptical about any supplier. Says they all make claims they can't fulfill. NAS is just another acronym for selling hardware.
Yeah, well, I can understand that. I was pretty doubtful at first.
Yeah, but it didn't take much to change your mind.
The real difference was innovation. We're never going to make any money by being just like our competitors. Well, it's the same with the computer companies. They need to innovate. And we need the freedom to use their innovations. That's what NAS is all about.
I know. I've heard about it working. I've seen articles and videos, but honestly, I really can't believe it. All you've told me so far is that in phases 1 and 2, you connected PCs and Apple Macs to the existing environment. Well, I don't see what's so special about that.
Well, yes, you're right. Most companies can offer PC and Apple Mac integration. But what we're trying to figure out is how we can get the whole company to work together. Most of our divisions have completely different IT strategies. So when we put our plan together to prioritize integration, we had 3 goals. 1, to protect what we already had in place. Well, we've already made a hell of an investment, which nobody wants to throw away.
Yeah, you can say that again.
2, to integrate what we've already got. Now, we must be sure that the divisions that need to work together can. There are companies that can do those things, but they can't do the 3rd, and I think most important thing.
Which is?
Ensure the future.
Can you explain that for Peter?
Protect where we want to be in 2 or 3 years' time. We don't want to limit our choices by being locked into any one supplier. But because NAS is built on industry-standard interfaces that conform to a set of rules, we can take advantage of the best and latest technologies as and when they come along.
You know, if you were a salesman, you'd have lost the order. You're making claims I just cannot believe. No computer company can do what you're saying. Why should they?
Look, Peter...
Oh, hang on a minute, Graham. Look, if I've lost the order, you owe me one more chance.
Okay.
Imagine you're inside that workstation.
You've lost your mind as well.
No, really. Imagine you're inside our system. Imagine you could take a journey inside NAS.
Where am I?
How do you do? I'm Fletcher. I have a complete working knowledge of virtually everything. You're Peter Miller, and you don't believe NAS actually works.
That's right. But where am I?
You're inside a DECstation 5000, one of the fastest RISC Unix workstations. Your engineering department uses them with NAS.
NAS? I can't see it.
If you'll allow me to rotate you 180 degrees.
What's happening there?
Application development using NAS products.
Where's the NAS then?
The programmer has used all industry standard interfaces. OSF1, Motif, and TCP/IP. And that's what NAS is, a set of products based on industry standard interfaces.
What's happening now?
SQL, the structured query language, is being added. This application will request data from one of your databases that support SQL. Now, look at the screen.
That's some screen.
Someone just started up an application. Those are data requests. Red for VAX, Yellow for a PC, blue for IBM. They are updating an engineering manual for your customers.
This is unbelievable.
Please accelerate. We're going to follow those data requests. Then I can show you NAS at work. We're leaving the deck station 5000 now. It's only a short ride to the network. And this is Ethernet, the backbone of the corporate network.
What are all these?
Data from different sources all over the company, but packaged the same way. That one's headed down to one of the PC networks. I predict we'll meet it on the way back later. And that one goes to the VAX cluster running VMS. To get to your IBM systems, we're going to cross FDDI, a high-speed fiber optic network they've just installed. This section has a considerable volume of traffic. They wanted more capacity. Hold on to your seat, Peter. Actually, you are experiencing a data rate of 100 megabits per second. That increase in network speed copes with the heaviest traffic. We're back in the Ethernet now, close to the IBM system. That's the token ring connection up ahead. A key element of NAS, Peter, is the OSI model. It allows you to use whatever physical connections or networking style you like: Ethernet, FDDI, or token ring.
Hey, this feels different.
Yes, it operates differently from Ethernet.
Is it far to the IBM?
No, we'll get there eventually. Here we are, your IBM system.
What's that?
That's MVS down there. It often has that effect on people.
And that?
OSI connections.
Where's the data request gone?
Above you. Follow me, please. It's headed for the SQL service routines that allow it to access the data stored on your IBM system.
But how does it actually get the data it wants?
The SQL device. Watch. The open slots on the end of the data request are a set of calling standards. They match another set in the SQL service routines. See how perfectly they fit? It now needs to get the right address of the data and position the request to get the text it wants using another set of calling standards. Now it has the text needed to go with those graphics back at the Unix workstation.
But how can it do that? This is all SQL here.
Correct. With NAS, SQL is a service that is requested. In fact, that's how all NAS services work. They are actual code, like toolkits and runtime libraries, that your programmers use to develop applications. We need to return with that data request now, Peter.
Surely applications portability is still important.
Yes, but rewriting everything to make it portable could mean spending, as you would say, a fortune. In most cases, enabling applications to use each other's data is just as important as portability.
Well, theory makes sense.
No, Peter, this is not theory. This is reality. Look, there's the PC data on the way back, and here's the VMS data. Here we are, back where we started. Please pay careful attention. Observe the VMS data heading into the application.
That's fantastic.
Impressive. Look, there goes the PC data. And here comes the IBM text.
That's incredible.
That is compound document architecture. It's unique to NAS. It supports multiple data formats. It allows one to take data from different sources and merge them in one document.
Okay, so I'm impressed. But what happens when something new turns up?
I'll show you. That is the future. None of us knows what's out there. NAS is not a static technology, Peter. It will continue to evolve, integrating existing standards, incorporating de facto standards, and where standards don't exist, digital will lead their development, just as with Ethernet, X Windows, and POSIX. That means when we find the future, or it finds us, we can handle it.
It's simply a set of products built around industry-standard interfaces. It gives us enormous flexibility to make your different applications and systems work together. Peter?
Sorry. Yes, you were saying?
Well, basically, we can take many of the elements of NAS and work them into your system now. The Unix workstation, the VAXs, the IBM systems.
Would it help with the production manuals we've been working on?
Sure. That's a perfect example.
Why don't you have a think about what Gordon said? Then if you need any more answers...
No. I think I've got all the answers I need now.